Within this class, I feel like I got a little glimmer of hope that there are people who care about this stuff and want to teach other people, but doing it respectfully and not in a way that rubs people the wrong way so that they don't want to listen.
We can have these conversations in every single topic, yet for some reason we aren't. And it's so prevalent and it's so important that we do.
So how you start to break that cycle is kind of going back to something that Drew said, is that you keep having these conversations, you put yourself in situations that may be uncomfortable so that you can learn about other people, right? And so I'm pretty sure all of us learned something about every single race in here simply by existing together for the last 13 weeks.
Even me being the only Asian in this class, like I could see how I related to, with Melissa or to Shandy, as we talked about, like how these patterns of how I felt as a minority Asian woman, like it's all similar.
Even though she's not Black and I'm not Filipino, that we can still help each other, and all of our movements have common in our communities have common goals.
This is how I personally identify. It might not necessarily be how everyone in my culture does, and it might not necessarily be something that is constant throughout my experience, and it might change and evolve.
I don't know that there is like sort of a very clear prescriptive sort of bam, here we go, but I think you keep doing this, right? You keep doing this because part of which we sort of talked about at the beginning, when you're talking implicit bias and you're talking unconscious bias and stereotypes, they're unconscious, right? They're implicit. People are not really aware that they have them. You're not even aware that you have them.
In the criminal justice system, the statistics are so stark in terms of your chances of being arrested, your chances of being convicted, your chance of getting a greater sentence, your chances of being incarcerated, being connected to race.
I had never realized that other people felt the way that I did until I came to this class, and then even the discussions on white privilege, I don't know, I think that's what was the greatest part, right? That we got to sit down and be honest with each other, but in a way that we weren't hurtful.
The class kind of opened my eyes up to the flaws that I still have when looking at race, the implicit bias, the assumption that white people just don't get it. It's not always true.
Are we using evidence-based practices in what we do every day? It is a difficult conversation to have when you are the person who you're making plea bargains all day, you're prosecuting cases all day. You hope that you can do things in an unbiased, fair way.
I want to take this information and help to be either U.S. attorneys or the DAs and help to, help change the system to be more equitable and fair.
What's next?
Right.
So now we would identify that we have the implicit bias. We identify, okay, this is how I look at the world, this is what I do. And just like everyone has said, okay, go forth and do well in the world. But it's how do I do well in the world?
Stay empowered, stay, being part of the solution, constant conversation, and we are going to change the world.